welcome back. If we haven't practiced together before, my name is Kari. Today for props, you'll just need a blanket and whatever other props you use to support yourself throughout practice. I've named this class Reset Button because it's one of those practices that I can come to if I need to feel a bit of an uplift, some more energy, I guess, afterwards. We'll be doing some twisting and some kind of fun postures and sequences. So don't get too bogged down if it feels kind of interesting, new, different. Just have fun with it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, and hopefully you'll leave feeling a bit more energized. So we'll start today in child's pose. Big toes touch and the knees can come out wide. And then begin to walk your hands out in front of you, forehead meets the mat. If your forehead doesn't quite meet the mat, grab a blanket or some sort of prop to bring the floor closer to you, and then settle and soften in. Allow the heart and the head to get heavy here, melting a bit more into the mat. And then notice as you're breathing here, if you can begin to feel the sensations of your breath maybe on your thighs as the rib cage expands. Or maybe you notice the sensations of your breath on the back of your body. Notice if you've already come to practice with any tension in the body, see if you can release that, let that go. And then begin to lengthen out the breath. So close down the mouth, breathing just through the nose. Start to walk your fingertips over to the right corner of the mat. So staying in child's pose. Keep the left hip plugged down and think about length from the left pinky all the way to the left hip crease. Breathe into the spaces in between the ribs, the intercostal muscles. And then notice the sensation of length in the left side body and shortness in the right side body. Inhale brings you back to center. And then exhale, walk your hands over to the left side. So now plug down the right hip, length from the right pinky to the right hip crease. Allow the forehead to meet the mat. Again, notice the sensation, the feeling of length in the right side body, shortness in the left. Breathe into the right rib cage, maybe the right low back. And then inhale brings you back to center. Come up to a kneeling position. We're going to take one of my most favorite poses, which is broken toe pose. Got to show our feet some love and appreciation. So you can come forward onto your hands and then tuck the toes underneath you. You may want to grab a blanket or something to lean on, because this pose can sometimes feel a bit intense pretty quickly. So you have the ability to control the sensation here. Now make sure that all of your toes are untucked here. So sometimes the pinky toe likes to stay out of this one. We want to make sure it's involved. And then you have the power here to lean forward and take away some of the sensation, or as you add more weight onto your heels, you'll notice the sensation increases. Maybe close down the eyes here. See if you can just be in the pose without trying to run away from it. If it does feel like the intensity is too much, again, just walk your hands forward a bit more. Stay for a few more breaths. One more big full inhale. Stay on the exhale, let it go. And then inhale, hands come forward, tabletop position, untuck the toes and then tap the tops of the feet on the mat. Allow some blood flow back in, that should feel really good. Now press the right hand into the mat and you'll begin to kind of wing out your right shin, so it's at about a 45-degree angle. Left foot comes back behind you into a modified side plank. So we'll take side plank a few times throughout the class and know that this is an option for you. Notice in this pose how you can kind of get heavy in the arms and in the core, but really try to activate through the side body and feel that sensation of lifting. So there should be a lot of length in your left side body right now. Exhale brings you back to center. Same thing other side. So plug down the right hand into the mat. And then begin to create a little kickstand with your left shin. About a 45-degree angle. Right foot walks back. Right arm reaches high. And then feel the sensation of lifting through the right side body. Lift and length here. Notice how you can introduce a sense of lightness. Hold and breathe. And then exhale brings you back to tabletop position. Tuck the toes under, walk the hands out slightly, lift the kneecaps, exhale, press up and back, downward facing dog. Begin to alternate bending through the knees, getting some space here. Likely the first downward facing dog of the day. And then bend through both knees like a lot. Feel a lot of length in the spine. And notice the sensation. Hold on to this sensation of length in the spine. Keep that. And then from there, maybe begin to straighten out your legs. If you compromise the length, keep the knees bent. Inhale high on the toes. And exhale, come forward to your hands. Inhale brings you up halfway. Exhale, fold. Allow the knees to be soft. Give yourself a little bit of time to make your way into your forward fold. Inhale brings you up halfway, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach up. Right arm forward, left arm back on the exhale. Little twist, maybe your gaze goes out past the left hand. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side, right arm back. Inhale brings you back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, top of the push-up. Hold here on the inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts behind you, keeping the hips squared. Exhale, step your right foot near your right wrist. So pause here, ball up the back foot. We're headed for a crescent lunge, but set yourself up first. So fire up through the back thigh, press into the right foot. Inhale, reach up, crescent lunge. And then take a couple breaths here. Option to go down on the back knee, maybe bend into the knee so that you've got a little bit more space in the front of the hip. Think about lengthening out the skin on the sacrum. Nice and tall through the spine. Belly cinches in, so put on that corset. And then exhale, hinge it forward, arms back. It's kind of floating in space here. Hold and breathe, really lifting up through the belly, pressing firmly through both feet. Legs active. See if you can roll the shoulder blades back a little bit more without flaring out the ribs. Press through the front foot, inhale, come up to crescent. And then exhale, left hand meets the mat and take your version of side plank. So you can even wiggle the right foot back and press the right foot into the mat. So it's kind of, you're propped up with your foot in front, or you can take the other option I showed you at the beginning. It's Come into your version of side plank, maybe scissor the feet, maybe stack the feet. Press firmly through that left hand. Inhale, length through the right side body, and then exhale, you're gonna wrap your right hand underneath you, kind of taking this little twist here. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, plank position, stay for the inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Same thing other side, so inhale, lift the left leg high, squaring off the hips. Exhale, step it forward, crescent lunge. So pause here though, set yourself up, and then inhale, come up. Legs both really active, option to be on the back knee. Lengthen out the sacrum, so your butt isn't going back in space, but you have a nice long spine. Draw into the midline and then exhale, hinge it forward, arms back. So make sure that that back thigh stays active here, and then draw the shoulder blades closer together. Gaze is out near the front edge of your mat. Press into the front foot and inhale, come back up, crescent. Exhale, right hand down, your version of side plank. Left arm reaches high. So you're trying to roll the right shoulder kind of into the socket here. I like to think about there's like a walnut kind of on the back crease of my shoulder that I'm trying to pinch. Inhale, lengthen out the left side body, and then exhale, reach it through. Inhale, reach it up, and then exhale, come to plank position. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale brings you high on the toes. Exhale, come forward to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, arms reach high. Exhale, right hand forward, left arm back. Inhale, center. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, plank position. Hold here on the inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot through, coming straight up into crescent lunge on the inhale. So we're gonna add on a little bit here. I'm gonna pause in crescent lunge. Really, the sensation of drawing in around the midline, belly's kind of cinching in, is really important for this because we're gonna incorporate a bit of balance. So exhale, hinge it forward. And then get light from the back foot, really drive down into the front foot. Inhale, come up, knee to chest. It's okay if you wobble. Arms reach high if that helps with the balance. It's okay if your foot is lower, just trying to draw it in. And then you're gonna exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Just coming into a twist here, balancing. Inhale back to center. Exhale, leaning forward in crescent lunge. Then inhale, come back up to crescent. So we're gonna move through that a little bit faster. We're gonna take out that leaning forward step and come straight into it. So if this is the part where it feels a bit like, whoa, what are we doing? Just do your best and know that it's just kind of fun and meant to be some movements to work out some twists and move some energy around in the body. So come back into crescent lunge. Arms reach high. And again, really feel the sensation of like buoyancy and lifting up, belly draws in. And if you stumble a little bit, like it's okay. So inhale, crescent. Exhale, twist. So coming up, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, come to the twist. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, twist. Inhale, crescent. Try to keep it controlled. Exhale, twist. It's okay if you wobble though. One more. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, twist. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, left hand down, side plank. Reach the right arm high. Exhale, reach the hand through. Inhale, right arm reaches high. Again, exhale, reach it through. Inhale, lengthen the right side body. Exhale, twist it through. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hand meets the mat, plank position. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here to notice. Notice the sensation of circulation through the body. And if the left and right sides feel different, feel the same. So we've got another opportunity to try that on the left side. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, step it forward, crescent lunge. So start to think about really activating the legs here and drawing everything into the middle. Get light here. Exhale, come forward. So start out with a slower version first. This allows you to get some momentum to go forward. And then inhale, draw the knee up. So right knee towards chest or wherever it lands. And then on the exhale, left hand forward, right arm back, twist. Inhale brings you back to center, keep holding it. Exhale, take the right leg back, heart leans forward. And then inhale, come into crescent. So notice if this is inducing a bit of like, oh, panic, we have to do this again. It's just a few times, have fun with it. If you stumble, that's okay. So, pressing firmly through the mat with both feet. Draw into the midline. Feel a sense of lightness. Inhale, lengthen the spine and crescent. Exhale, come forward, twist. Inhale takes you back to crescent. Exhale, twist. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, twist. Let all the air out. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, twist it out. Inhale, crescent lunge. This is the last one. Exhale, twist. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, right hand down. Your option for side plank. Reach the left arm high. Left hip reaching up towards the ceiling. Exhale, twist it through, reaching the left arm through. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift it up. Last one, exhale, reach through. Inhale, get really long here. And then exhale, plank position. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. So we'll do a shorter version of that once more. Opt in or out, you can always take child's pose here. So inhale, reach the right leg high. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, crescent lunge straight into it. Exhale, twist, right arm forward. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, twist. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, twist. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, left hand down, side plank. Inhale, right arm reaches high. Only one this time. Exhale, reach it through. Inhale, reach the right arm high. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale, stay. Exhale, downward facing dog. Same thing left side, opt in or out. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, come up to crescent. Exhale, standing twist. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, ride the breath and twist. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, twist. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, right hand down, come into your side plank. Inhale, left hand high. Exhale, reach it through. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, plank pose. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here. Notice option to take child's pose. Exhale, lower down the knees. Allow the legs to come out in front of you. And then this could be an opportunity where it's nice to have a blanket to sit on. So it can be good to elevate the hips a bit here. Notice if you're starting to round through the lower back, that if you come and sit on the edge of the blanket, so I'm not sitting way back here on the blanket, but I'm actually sitting on the edge so that my sit bones can start to tilt forward, my pelvis can tilt forward. So inhale, reach your arms up, get tall first, and then exhale, forward fold. It's a little bit of symmetry for the body after twisting a bunch. Notice if you can start to slow down, lengthen out the breath. And to walk your fingertips back in, sitting up straight. And then we'll take the soles of the feet together, knees out wide in Baddha Konasana. Round angle pose. Again, this could feel good to stay on a blanket so that you can still keep tilting the pelvis forward. If you've got blocks or something and your knees don't quite meet the mat, you can prop them up a little bit, give them something to lean on. And then you may decide that this feels good to stay here, that this is enough sensation. Or begin to tilt the pelvis forward, so still keeping length in the spine first, walking the fingertips out. Notice the space you come to where you meet a bit of resistance, and then from there you can start to round the spine. Now begin to walk your fingertips back. And then remove the blanket from underneath you, just set it to the side. Come onto your back. You're gonna take legs up the wall pose, basically the idea of it, but we won't be using the wall here. This is one of my favorite kind of like reset poses throughout the day. If I need a little bit of a attitude or mind adjustment, I come to this. So I'm gonna fold my blanket once more, and then soles of the feet press into the mat, and I'm gonna lift up my hips and slide the blanket underneath so that my sacrum can rest on it. This may be enough for you. This is still a little bit of an inversion, but I like to take the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling, palms roll open, and then allow the mind to go quiet. Soften the back of the skull. Allow the soles of the feet to feel soft here. Notice if you're still holding any tension in your jaw. Allow your jaw to get soft. And then slowly begin to lower the legs back down to the mat. If it feels really good and you want to linger a bit longer there, please do. Just lift up your hips and slide the blanket to the side. And then take the feet out to mat's distance apart. Begin to windscreen wiper the knees side to side. Arms can come out to the sides. Next time your knees go towards the right, allow them to land there, taking this easy twist. Send chin around the waist and draw the knees back to center, and then exhale, take them over to the left side. Allow the shoulders and the back of the heart to feel heavy on the mat. And then one more time, draw in around the waist, knees back up towards the ceiling. And then send the legs out long, headed for Shavasana. It's quite cold in here today, so I'm going to actually take the blanket on top of me. It's always nice to have a blanket for Shavasana. Again, send some awareness to your feet and allow your feet to get really soft. Palms turn up, fingertips relax. Forehead soft. Space behind the ears relaxes. Sacrum gets heavy. If you've got the time, I invite you to linger a little bit longer in Shavasana. Thanks so much for your practice today. Namaste.